Tonight, we've all been waiting for the start of a brand new NBA season. The home crowd is pumped up and ready to go. We might even see the debut of MP in this one. Welcome, everyone. Here it is at long last. It's the start of the NBA regular season. I know everyone's just as excited as we are here on 2K Sports to get things underway. Brian Anderson here. With me, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Joining us courtside is Allie LaForce. And a quick look at how New Orleans' schedule is shaping up. On Friday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Portland, going up against the Blazers.
And you know, for that matchup with the Warriors, it's going to be game number 4 for them during the start of this NBA campaign. They'll want to get off to a hot start for the year.
And the starting group for Chicago. Giddey and White pair to make the backcourt. Booz Ellis out there with Nikola Vucevic. And it's Dosunmu in at the 3, the small forward. And for New Orleans, we've got Zion Williamson. C.J. McCollum is out there with Trey Murphy. Then it's Herb Jones. And it's Misi in at the 5. And Grant, a look here at MP, this year's first-round draft pick. He grew up outside of Chicago, and what a moment for him to enjoy his first NBA minutes.
And you talked to MP about his time growing up, and he shared that he studied Jordan and the Bulls. It's a dream come true for him to step out onto an NBA court and try to follow those footsteps.
So many things to love about opening day. What's tops on your list, RJ? Calling the timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the year.
Last year, they made easy work of this club, sweeping the 2-game season series.
These guys are looking forward to this year now, putting last season behind them.
Here's Jones. 5 points in the game. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. The Bulls have gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with New Orleans head coach, and one of their main defensive focuses, Nikola Vucevic. Coach telling me that Vuce has the big body, plus he can really shoot it, but they really emphasized boxing him out. Nikola is great at converting misses into second chance points. Boxing out, it's back to the basics, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. Here's Armstrong. Pass to Vucevic. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Zion Williamson. That's his first foul of the game. Olenix checked in for Jones.
Number 13,
And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. White, the pass to Giddey. Here's Armstrong. Lets it go from deep. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Pelicans trail by 6. Grant, when you look at this Pelicans team, their length is so impressive.
Yeah, they've made a point to draft players with big wingspans, and that really helps them on the defensive end. They're all very switchable.
Pass to Misi. Clock at 6. And here's Olynyk. From deep. It's hauled in by White.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Now McCollum launches a 3. Counted from distance. McCollum's got 5 points.
That's a knockdown outside shooter. McCollum knows he has the green light to fire away from downtown anytime.
Here's Armstrong. 3-point lead. Drains the triple.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Williamson. Shoots over to Sumu. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answered that question now. He has been looking better than ever.
In each of the last 2 years, RJ, the Bulls have been eliminated in the play-in tournament.
Yes, they've been just about 500 each of those seasons, so Chicago has been in that dreaded middle ground. Not contenders while also not picking high in the draft. That is the worst place any NBA team could be.
Armstrong, no good.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Outside Murray. Olynyk with a screen on Jones. On the wing, Murray, defended by Jones. Goes up from the top of the key. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
Armstrong passes to Herter. Outside Giddey. Here's Armstrong. No good on the three. Williamson against Herter. The shot by Olynyk, no good.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Here's Armstrong, guarded by Olynyk. Takes it inside. Armstrong with a bucket. Armstrong's got 8.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Jones against Murray. There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter here. And it's blocked. Out of bounds. Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that.
5 to shoot. The three. Again, the miss by Murray. Here's Armstrong. Buried from outside. I don't know. I think we may get a review here. That was close. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
Yeah, the replay makes it obvious. I mean, he got that.
The previous play is under review. After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And after reviewing the play, it looks like they're overturning the call here. That basket is good.
It would have been a real shame if those points didn't count. I'm so glad the officials were able to take a second look and make the right call.
And so it's Chicago, earning this break in the action, up 10. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We'll be right back. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want.
And we're going courtside for a report on MP.
Hey, Brian. Well, a lot of anticipation for the rookie MP as he makes his NBA debut tonight. I caught up with him before the game and asked if he had any reflections on his journey here, and he said, I had to grow a lot as a player, not just in skills, but in my approach to the game. He told me that it's been a long journey to get here, but that it's just the first step in the best chapter yet.
Well, Allie, I know a lot of people are excited about MP's potential. Jose Alvarado is out there with DeJounte Murray. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. Then it's Herb Jones. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Alvarado outside. Olynyk for three. Chicago with a rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Collins, no good. Pelicans trail by 11. Murray up top. Collins defending. Outside Jones. From deep. And it falls. 4 for 8 for him from the floor.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Armstrong. He's got 14.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Murray with it. And Grant, you look at the players the Pelicans have gone after recently. They have a clear plan.
Well, they do, B.A. They want to surround Zion with shooters, which, of course, makes sense. It's sort of the same kind of blueprint the Bucks laid out with Giannis. If you can shoot, the Pelicans have a spot for you.
Here's Jones. Chicago making their last shot. Takes a 3. Collins with the rebound.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Here's Buzelis. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. And now a 12-point Bulls lead. Outside Jones. Pass to Murray. Olynyk for 3. It's hauled in by Herter. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Armstrong passes to Collins. Here's Armstrong. Driving in. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Herb Jones picks one up. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexity of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Chicago making a switch here. Ball's checked in. Pass to Armstrong. Pick by Vucevic. Fires for 3. Armstrong, no good. Pelicans trail by 11. Williamson inside. He's guarded by White. From behind the arc. And there's Murray. That one's good. And the assist from Williamson.
Murray works extremely hard on his game and has put in a lot of time trying to become one of the more consistent players from long range.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Alvarado. Still no points. And it's Murray finishing it off.
He is a big guard at 6'4". Murray getting up.
And Grant, DeJounte Murray, a bit of a throwback player. He's comfortable attacking at all 3 levels.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he does a lot of work in the mid-range for a guard. He's very comfortable with any shot on the floor. Not shy about putting up a ton of attempts if that's what's needed.
Now here's Murray. He's got 5. Here's the pick. 3-pointer. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Bulls leading by 9. Here's Armstrong. And the layup is good off the glass. Armstrong's got 11 points in the quarter.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Some changes for Chicago. Buzelis is checked in for Vucevic. The Sumu comes in for Ball. And Giddey's subbed in for Jones. Williamson for 3. Armstrong grabs the miss. Armstrong's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
And so McCollum will bring it up for the Pelicans. They trail by 11. They're off to battle the Trailblazers after this one, as they'll be playing at Moda Center. They're kicking off a 4-game road trip. Williamson, right side. 4 on the clock. Shoots over to Sumu. And again, New Orleans no good. Bulls leading by 11. Here's Armstrong. He's got 22. Pass to Buzelis. From deep three-point range, Armstrong with a bucket. Armstrong's got 25 points in the game.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
McCollum against Giddey to the paint. Here's Misi. Oh, my goodness! How about that?
The combo guard skills of McCollum, not just a scorer, he's also a more than capable passer.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Giddey passes to Armstrong. Pass to Dosunmu. Right wing, puts up a 3. The shot misses. And so it's the Chicago Bulls going into the break up 12. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. We'll be right back with you shortly.
And as we welcome you to halftime, no other way to say it, an abysmal start for the New Orleans Pelicans. You know, I love sitting up here and doing this show with you guys. I learn something new every day.
Man, you know what? It is pretty unreal they pay us to do this. Did I say that out loud?
Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Chicago Bulls.
They've been in fuego from downtown, finding space and letting it go, showing no signs of letting up, guys.
As a three-point shooter yourself, Chet, this has to bring you back.
Oh my gosh, those were the good old days.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Willie Green calling the timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
They're sending guys to the charity stripe way more than they should be. You'd like to see better positioning defensively.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. McCollum looking it over. Screen by Olynyk. Beyond the arc. McCollum's shot is off. Chicago leading by 17. Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Grant.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And it just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Pelicans are still developing their on-court chemistry. Coach Willie Green said this group is still pretty young in terms of being on the floor together. We're starting to figure it out. We just have to stay committed and continue to be elite on both ends of the floor, and it starts with our defense. B.A.?
They've really got something, Allie. Thanks.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at them.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain the triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Armstrong. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Operation Feed the Horse. Feed them early and often. And guess what? It's working. They have the lead.
Pass to Olynyk. Murray up top, defended by Jones. It's deflected, and as it goes out of bounds, New Orleans will keep possession. Collins, he's checked in for Chicago.
Watch outside.
58 seconds left in the third. And up the court come the Bulls on the break.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up.
52 seconds left in the third quarter. McCollum outside. The three is up. Armstrong grabs the miss. Armstrong's got rebound number 8 now.
Well, his shooting is unfortunately not a big thing, and his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping them behind.
And he recovers it.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Pelicans trail by 21. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Boston. Yet to see a basket. Olynyk for 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Armstrong's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Outside Herter.
Come to me.
Pass to Armstrong. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Chicago Bulls. They're feeling great. A 21-point lead. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. Back to the game after this break. Head coach Billy Donovan is mic'd up along the sidelines. Let's check it out.
Hold your ground. Don't let him back your way in. Just hold your ground. The other thing, too, is once he picks the ball up, he's not going to shoot it. If he does, just stay down on him.
Yeah, Coach Donovan conveying the scouting report to his guys.
Knowing your opponent's plays is important. On the money right there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Murray out there with Jose Alvarado. Then it's Kelly Olynyk, and it's Boston in at the 3. That's the Pelicans 5.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot. B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. And it's New Orleans ball. Outside Murray. Pass to Olynyk. Launches it. Collins with the rebound. Chicago leading by 23. 4-3. And it's Boston with the rebound. Outside Murray. Shot blocked. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition's sails.
Lonzo Ball's checked in for Horton Tucker.
Lonzo Ball.
.60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Olynyk with a screen on Ball. Knocks down the long J. Boston's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Armstrong. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Murray passes to Olynyk. From the elbow. And there's Murray. That one's good. And the assist from Olynyk.
Confident from this area, Murray uses that mid-range quite a bit. Rare for someone his age.
Ball outside. Here's Armstrong. On target from range.
3.
Armstrong's got 39.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Alvarado, the pass to Murray. 6 on the shot clock. They set the pick from downtown. And it's Chicago with a board. Armstrong's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Here's Armstrong. Ball outside. Three-pointer. Kept alive. Armstrong with a bucket. Armstrong's got 41.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Alvarado, the pass to Murray. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Again, the miss by Murray.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now, a little bit in his head.
Here's Armstrong. And the NBA has regular season games outside the U.S., all over the world. How important is that, Grant?
It's so important, B.A. I mean, basketball has become a global sport. And just look at the recent MVPs. They're mostly international players. So playing games in those countries has helped the game grow all over the world.
Boston with the bucket.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Pass the ball. Ooh, stolen by Murray. Alvarado right side. Outside Olynyk. Three-pointer off the mark.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
To the middle. Here's Armstrong. There's the triple. He buries it from 3. Armstrong's got 46.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Here's Boston. Pass to Olynyk. Armstrong grabs the miss. Armstrong's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Collins outside. Murray brings the double. Here's Armstrong. Alvarado defending. Ball outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Armstrong. That three's off the mark. New Orleans has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Bulls.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And what a huge performance it was for T.
The work he put in on the glass helped shape this game, never taking a play off and closing out a number of possessions.
Williamson looking around. Outside Murray. Knocks down the triple.
This is something that we've seen Murray continue to work on over the years. His three-point shot has improved every year.
Armstrong passes to Smith. Here's Phillips. Pass to Armstrong. Fires the 3. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Williamson outside. 30 seconds left in the game. Now here's Jones. There's the 3. The rebound by Phillips. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
And out of bounds, New Orleans will have it.
Substitution on the court. I got it.
Smith against Williamson. Outside Jones. Pass to Williamson. McCollum outside. Back to Williamson. So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
Right, MP. They can't stop you.
First game in the pros. I'm sure your phone is blowing up.
Makes sense.
Look,
See ya, MP.
MP's an elite shooter already. To come into the league and knock down threes like that, I'm impressed.
Never a bad decision. What's your go-to activity?
Well, you know, I've been doing a bit of skateboarding.
I love it. How's your dog doing?
Oh, he's good.